Good morning, Sagittarius. How are you? Happy Monday, and let's get started with the daily readings. And just a side note on, we are meant to share our stories. And, because Sagittarius really has a lot to do with wisdom and, the wisdom that we've earned through experience. So, that is how connection is established. And I appreciate those all coming out in defense of me. Like, I'm going to talk a lot no matter what. It's going to happen. So if that isn't your flow, then, maybe, I don't know, find someone else. So anyway, Sagittarius, let's get to it. If you're looking for personal readings, they are always available. And you can find that information in the description box. I am going to be doing live today, and we're going to chat. We're going to use tarot as a tool to chat, but we're going to chat nonetheless because, just for connection, y'all. So let's get started, and let's start off with your channeled message. It feels like you're creating something here, and you're going to have to make a quick decision. And it feels like this quick decision might have something to do with contracts or something official. Because the Tower is here, which means something else. And the Lenormand really deals with official things, right? And this is a decision that you're going to have to make by yourself. And so that might be kind of hard. There might be this thing where you want to get more information or advice, but there's not really going to be any time for that. That's what I'm telling you. And I don't know if this is about signing contracts or, whatever, but this needs to be taken care of. And what Fox Spirit kind of tells you too is that the way you deal with things might need to be clever or innovative, or on the sly for sure, right? Because that's the fox. The fox tends to represent cleverness or sneakiness. I don't think you're being sneaky. I just feel like, too, with focus being the cross, this is about something you were supposed to do because fate is involved with the cross. But what's also, this is solving a problem. And so you might want to get advice, but I think that you're going to have to figure it out very quickly. And especially since your energy is justice. So there is a sense, if this is a court matter for you, I don't know, there's just a feeling of officialness for me. But we're going to clarify that with tarot. But you're moving in justice energy. Just know that that has to do with truth and decisions. It is going to go in your favor. Because you already see both sides. But this is a decision that only you can make, Sagittarius. No one can help you with this. Okay? Interesting. So, let's move on to the energy affecting you today. So, the energy affecting you today is Pisces and Taurus. I feel like this is a lot about connection. And it's what I've been saying for the past few days. It really has to do with your own set of values and even your own value, right? Your own beliefs. And I feel like there is this energy of like stabilizing. You could be stabilizing connections, but this really comes from your own beliefs. So if you're going to work stuff out with people, it tends to really speak to you are only dealing with what falls in line with your beliefs and what meets up in terms of your self-value. So you really are valuing yourself. and valuing your beliefs. And you're going to make, like, probably, you know, as far as, you know, because Taurus is a stabilizing energy, and I don't know if you're dealing with Pisces or Tauruses, but you're going to, like, relationships, you're interested in stabilizing as long as they fall in line with your own beliefs and meet your value. I feel like that's what's happening. You know, in terms of what would be good for you, this is really interesting because I feel like it goes along with it, right? Because we're seeing you're being asked to open your heart to someone, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. I feel like you are really letting someone know who you really are. You're letting them see you. You're being honest about, and if you hadn't up till now, like you know that energy of we allow people to see what we want them to see. There's none of that. You're peeling layers with this person. You're letting them see the real you, and it's supported by the universe. And so, you know, maybe you're not sure if you can trust this person, but we never go wrong when we step into vulnerability. I feel like you may just be being vulnerable today. If that is someone specific or in general, you're just letting yourself be seen for who you really are. You know? That's interesting. Because I don't really think of Sagittarius as being overly vulnerable because we don't like people to see our flaws. But it feels like for some reason you know that to this person or this group of people, you need to do that. You need to do that. I love it. So, some details that may be occurring is unexpected love, new adventure, incoming message, and upgrade life. So, I feel like this who you may be opening up to, right? I feel like this, you may be receiving a message today. Someone's showing you love and you're kind of not expecting it. It sets you off in a new direction. This could be new love. It could be, you know, someone you know, and things starting new, right? Getting better. But you're putting it all out there, Sag. That's what I can tell you. That's what it feels like to me. So let's get some more information to help you with your day. And don't forget that I'm going live at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. I don't know if I said that already. But let's see what else. Can we get some more information, some more clarity on these messages for Sagittarius? Okay, so tell me about Fox Spirit. Fox Spirit. 10 of Cups. And, you know, all 10s are completion. So you're making a decision. That's going to make you really feel good. So tell me more about Fox Spirit, please. The Hangman. Fox Spirit. What is this decision that Sagittarius is making? I feel like you're sharing your feelings with someone. And this is like something you've been holding back, but you know you have to do it, in order to make progress here and to turn things around. This could be with family, actually. With the Queen of Cups reversed, you know, that's not feeling like really secure in it. But, you know, the Queen of Cups is usually when we help someone too. And with it being reversed, I kind of feel like you're letting people show up for you. You know, you're letting people show up for you. That's interesting, because I really felt like this had something to do with official documents or contracts. Boy, that went sideways. So what is Sagittarius creating? I feel like a lot of this is about connection for you. What is Sagittarius creating? And I feel like you're sharing some feelings too. Like you're showing up very vulnerable, and I don't feel like you're feeling very secure about it. But you know, in order for things to be happy, you kind of have to do it. Okay. What is Sagittarius creating? Seven of Swords. Oh. What is the Sun? What is Sagittarius creating? What is Sagittarius creating? The Devil. It feels like normally there's a lot of things you would keep to yourself, which is unbelievable considering this is Sagittarius. But you're knowing that some things that you kept to yourself, you have to let out now. And this really has to do with like, you know, the devil talks about what we're chained to. And this may be the way that you normally would move, but you're deciding that you're not going to move that way anymore. You're not going to keep things to yourself, even though on some level it makes you feel very exposed. Interesting. So let's see what this official business is about. I actually feel like this might be like a coming out of the cold energy, and also a faded energy, that you are supposed to share more of yourself so that you don't feel so alone. Tell me about the Tower. And this has to do with isolation too. And it would say that the universe is bringing this to a close. Tell me about the Tower for Sagittarius. Yeah. The Four of Swords and the High Priestess. Those are like the secrets we keep, right? Especially the Four of Swords. These are about things, feelings, whatever you've kept to yourself. You're not going to do that anymore, because you kind of know, in order to have people in your life, in order to be happy, you're going to have to show some vulnerability here. And it's a risk, right? And for Sagittarius, it makes us feel very exposed, because this is a lot about feelings. This is a lot about feelings. And so, wowza. Wow. And to be honest, this is really going to work out. This is going to bring you closer with the people that you're supposed to be with. Because it's kind of like, sure, like the people who don't, finding the right words, who aren't picking up what you're putting down, essentially. You know, the people who aren't going to be in your life. This is really exposing that. And it's like the only way to get to that is to expose yourself, is to share your feelings, is to be vulnerable, is showing you the connections that you're supposed to have. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. It actually does get you a lot of attention. And you may be realizing this because of someone that you walked away from. You know, because of someone you walked away from. So who is Sagittarius opening up to? Who is Sagittarius opening up to? Page of Swords. Who is Sagittarius opening up to? Four of Pentacles reversed. I feel like it's not really about who you're opening up to, but with the Page of Swords, that could mean opening up online, whatever. But I feel like what you're opening up about, and this makes sense because usually Sagittarius, we're the sunny ones, we're the optimistic ones. You may be opening up about things that aren't good, things that aren't okay, with the Four of Pentacles being reversed. You know, with the Seven of Pentacles, which is usually it's not a bad energy, but it is that in between. You know, it is that stagnation. It is that I've only gotten so far, but you may be opening up about things you're not feeling great about. To be honest. And this is like, maybe you only let these people see, you know, bright, sunny Sag. But you're being really real here, especially about what you lost in the fire, Sag. You know, and how kind of you're just trying to figure out what your next step is, you know. Wow. Okay. So you are actually showing your imperfections. And this is a change, Sag, because usually when things aren't really totally okay, Sagittarius doesn't want to share it. We don't want to share it. We don't want people to think that we're trying to get attention or trying to get people to help us, you know, because we don't ask for help. But you're showing up in a very vulnerable way, Sag. And wow. You know, I actually think that, oh my gosh, right? And in return, people are showing up for you. Like, this makes a big difference, Sag. So then what winds up happening is connection. And it's beautiful connection with the Three of Cups. It's very loving, very supportive, very balanced here with the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of like, because we are leaders, right? Sagittarius does lead. Because we're in charge of spreading things out, right? Spreading things around. And what actually happens is that people meet you here. They start sharing with you their pain, what they've been through. And there's kind of like this mutual support thing going on. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Sag. Wow. So, because this may be what you're creating. Tell me about this unexpected love. Tell me about this unexpected love for Sagittarius. Eight of Pentacles. That's interesting. Tell me about this unexpected love. Someone's going to be putting effort in. Tell me about this unexpected love. And they may tell you, oh boy, Nine of Cups. It's making you happy. Someone is putting a lot of effort in and it's making you happy. And this may be different from the way they have shown up in the past. Maybe they were just, you know, working. And I feel like there's a difference in the way it makes you feel. Because you may have felt like just an option to this person in the past. No, this person's really showing up. They're showing up as the Emperor. All right. Jeez. So, I mean, this could be a new person or it could not be a new person. Because there's really no indication either way. So, tell me about this incoming message. I feel like it's a message that starts the whole thing. The Death card, big change. Could be from a Scorpio. Tell Tell me about this incoming message. King of Swords again. Reversed. This message could be from someone who is usually pretty quiet, but all of a sudden they got a lot to say. Oh, wow. All right. So tell me about upgrade life. How is this upgrading Sagittarius's life? 4 Cups. How is this upgrading Sagittarius's life? The Moon. I feel like it's bringing an opportunity that maybe you thought was lost. You know, maybe you thought you were never going to hear from this person again. You know, and maybe you're even finding out some things you didn't know, right? With the Moon. Oh boy, this is who's expressing love to you or showing love to you. And I feel like it's telling you, you know, what the 4 of Cups also talks about is missed opportunities and being able to see the opportunity, right? What's the 4 of Cups about? I don't think that you felt that this was going to occur. Queen of Wands. Yeah. I do really feel like you didn't feel like you were going to hear from this person again. You may be very surprised by it, quite honestly. Yeah, King of Cups. This definitely has a Scorpio feel for me, but it could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I feel like this King of Cups has a new idea they want to talk to you about. This may be this sudden decision you have to make too. Because the 4 of Cups can allude to it being an opportunity that won't be here forever. It may cause a question for you. I feel like it excites you, it inspires you, but you don't really know all that much about it. Tell me about this King of Cups. Tell me about this King of Cups. 5 of Wands. Oh. You butted heads with this person. Tell me about this King of Cups. Yeah, and you know, the thing though with this person and you is that like you don't necessarily want to miss this opportunity with them, whether it's, you know, coming together in love, but it really feels like they have an idea. You know, in the past, you've just not seen eye to eye. There's a lot of differences between you and this person, but what you don't understand here is that your differences actually make things work. Like, because then you both bring something to the table, you know, from opposite ends, and you may start to see that that's how it works, right? But there will definitely be a need for you to set some strong boundaries here, you know, so that things don't end up the way they did before, and then you're left having to walk away again. Yeah, this is about an opportunity, Sag. It's an opportunity for stability, and definitely I feel like this person, it may be the person that you haven't heard from and didn't expect to hear from again. And that, I feel, is what you're going to have to make a quick decision about. It's iffy to me whether it's about love or about just an idea that they have that they want you to get on board with. I feel like you're iffy about it because you and this person are very different. And in the past, that hasn't worked. You think it hasn't worked, but it actually does work because it's like a complementing energy. Well, that's interesting, Sag. It's really interesting because you are being very, like, you're showing up, sharing who you truly are with people. And maybe that's what brings this back. I don't know. So I don't think this is an ex necessarily, but I'm sure that some people will read that into it, Sag. But, you know, this person is definitely showing up in love for you in some very positive emotions, love and compassion and helpfulness. So, I mean, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So let's see what the takeaway is, Sag. What is the takeaway? What is the takeaway? Is the takeaway here? Final thoughts for Sagittarius. Ace of Wands, Page of Swords. You're going to really have a new way of communicating, Sag. And it's really not easy, I feel. And I feel like this is his vulnerability. It's really not easy. Nine of Swords, because, you know, you're exposing yourself, Sagittarius. Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. That's not your way. But this is going to be really good for you, actually. It could lead to, you know, abundance financially. But you're putting a lot of effort into communicating differently. And this is directly involved with what you're trying to create and manifest. And the truth is what you're trying to create and manifest is deeper connections. Two of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Like, yeah, this is really different. You are really getting out of your comfort zone here. I love this. Because, you know, we can't ask for other people to show us different if we're not showing up as that very same thing. And I feel like you kind of know that in order to attract deeper connections, you have to really share who you are. And you're doing that. Maybe like in a big scale, because the Page of Swords keeps showing up, which definitely has to do with communication and, you know, you probably held back, like totally sharing who you are. But this is actually going to make you feel very good. And you feel inspired to do it, but you're kind of, you know, afraid on some level, you know. But I feel like with the Ace of Wands being there, the universe is telling you, no, Sag, don't be afraid. Show the world who you really are. And I don't know what it is, but you are resolving conflict with this King of Cups. You may even be entering into a business venture with them. But of course, the Five of Wands is here, so that has to be resolved first. You know, it's like you may be saying to yourself, I don't know how we can work together. We don't even think alike. And there's like everything that happened. But something about this person has matured. And the truth is they, oh, look, and here's the King of Swords. They can't do this themselves. Okay? And they trust you. So I don't know what that's about, Sagittarius. But let's get a animal card for you. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonates with you. Or you can come back later, you know, and say, oh my gosh, this totally happened. Okay. But it's so funny because I feel, it feels so good. Even your vulnerability feels good. Because, you know, you're speaking out of a value for yourself and about what you value. Interesting. I don't know if that's what makes this person talk to you again or not. But obviously something you say affects them. Okay, what's the advice? What would help? Practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. Oh, that's interesting, Sag. I'm not even sure what that means. All right. Polar bear, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to alcohol. Did I just not tell you? And I feel like this is going to be very different for you. It's almost going to be like, who is this Sag? And then Seagull, now is the time for deep emotional healing. This is actually going to help you heal, help other people heal. It's pretty damn beautiful. And may also bring you abundance in some way. Could be abundance of love and support, especially if you're feeling alone right now. Wow, Sagittarius. Whew. So I hope this helps and that you have the best day ever. Toodles.